Welcome back, YouTube. Titan Fragrances here, coming at you with a top 10 cheapies for summertime. Okay, I know a lot of people have been doing them. Just throwing my 2 cents in. And these are scents that are in my collection that I have bottles of. These aren't the end all be all, just some different varieties, some different things y'all may want to look at. So if you're coming across me for the first time, welcome out. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you do find it in your best interest. Go ahead and subscribe down below. Those of y'all returning, thank you for coming back. I'm going to get right to it. Going to blast through this. I'm going to do it in probably 2 parts. I thought about it in different ways. Do I go 10 whole and then I don't get to go into much stuff, but I figured I'd just split it up, you know, the bottom 5, then top 5. So without further ado, I'm going to start out with a recent acquisition. This is Chrome Aqua. Got to send a shout out to Fragrance Fanatic and TLTG Reviews over there, Ross and Steve. They did a collab, and this was one of the ones they did highlight, and actually because of that I actually ended up getting this. This is why it's number 10, because I hadn't had a lot of wearings with it, but I wanted to definitely, because I did think it was worthy of making it because it is summertime. Aqua does blast out. Bottle's great. This thing is going to be violet leaf in the opening, green apple, and grapefruit. So you're going to get a very watery, ozonic type of bright opening. Then it's going to come in as it starts to settle down a little bit. You got C notes, you got mint, and you got some basil. So you're talking, you know, it definitely stays on the aquatic side of things. Slightly salty, you know, and it's still going to be fresh and herbal. So really for this time of year, as it's really getting hot out there, something that'll really sit well on the skin, come off the skin quite well. The base is cypress and vetiver, so you get a very woodsy, earthy type of base as it really settles down. But throughout the life of the fragrance stays quite bright, quite, like I said, quite watery, ozonic. Quite pleasant. I mean, is it groundbreaking? Absolutely not. This is not a groundbreaking fragrance, but I'm telling you, it is definitely great for this time of year. So far in the little amounts of trying I had, against just over 4 hours or so. So it's mild on the lasting power, but I would definitely spray heavy, and then I just spray often. Very inexpensive, and something that you could definitely add to the collection without hurting the pocketbook. But again, 10 on the list. I'm gonna go with number 9 now. You've seen it on other lists. I definitely enjoy this one. Lacoste Blanc. Now this thing really is nice. Grapefruit, rosemary, cardamom to open out. It's got ylang-ylang, tuberose, some cedar, a little bit of suede and vetiver in the bottom half. But it's quite pleasant. Again, a lot of these aren't going to be so groundbreaking, but are going to be very nice for this time of year. Very casual wears. Wear it in such a shirt like this, wear it by the beach, wear it by the poolside, something like that. Spray heavy. Again, a lot of these aren't performance beast. Again, these are very cheap. I say cheapies. Not in necessarily quality, but just in the sense that they're going to not hit the pocketbook. All of these are probably found on Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, bargain discounters and stuff like that. And you're probably talking well under the $30 range. Many of these right around the $20 range. So whether it's for the 3.3 ounce, 100 mils or 50 mils, but still quite effective for being able to add to the collection without hitting the pocketbook. And like I said, you're going to spray them heavy, at least for it to last and stay, but they're very pleasant scents. But definitely one, if you're looking for something that's very pleasant, that's one of them. Number 8. You hear about the other ones. This is kind of like the baby brother. This is Bentley for Men Azure. Now this is a very, oh man, it has like a watery, slightly herbal opening. It's got citruses. It's got violet leaf. Comes off very fresh right off the top. It's got a little bit of spice in the middle. It's, you know, like pepper, lavender, sage. It's all enveloped with a tea note in there. It really is a gentlemanly floral. If for you guys that don't like florals, this may not be your cup of tea, but I tell you, give it a couple wearings. It's definitely above average in longevity and in projection. As these Bentley for Men line is really good about getting you very good bang for your buck. These things, where there's Bentley for Men Intense, Bentley for Men Azure, all of them for the price, hitting well above their price point. Quite nice. You got cashmere wood, tonka being in some ambroxan in the base, so you're going to get that longevity, and it's going to stay. To me, it stays pretty floral throughout the life of the fragrance. But man, I'm telling you, something different, something that's not everyone's putting out there as far as notes and stuff. I think it really hits well for a summer fragrance. Give it a shot. That again was number 8. Number 7, John Varvatos, Artisan. I love the Artisan line. I think this is the one that kicked it off. It's going to be citrusy, herbally. I mean, tangerine. You're going to have some thyme, some... it just really comes off, like I said, with those citruses, very fresh, very clean. The lavender, the jasmine in the mid, and then some orange and ginger, or orange blossom, I believe it was. But they do a really good job of making it's great scents. Obviously, they like in the performance, and as many citruses tend to do so, they aren't going to have this staying power. Most of them just do not have that staying power because of the type of notes they are. But something like this, again, very inexpensive, well in the $20 to $30 price range, spread heavy. I'm telling you, the scent itself, I'm more of a guy that goes for scent, not necessarily beast mode performance. If it's beast mode and I don't like the scent, then I'm not going to wear it. But if it smells good, I can do different things to help, extend the life of the fragrance, whether it's using a little bit of lotion, whether it's also putting it on clothes heavy, things like that. And again, with the heat, it's going to come off of whatever you're wearing as the heat's heating it up and pushing it out. So definitely phenomenal. I like one of my favorites off the line for sure. And let's go to number 6. This one is, I even send a shout out again to old Ross. He's great about sending feedback and stuff, but this is Mosquito's Uomo. And this thing is just great sprayer too. Coriander, aldehydes, kumquat, rosewood. It really comes off with a very fresh, lemony, slightly tart, but lemony open. Really, really good. This has been around for a while. Labdanum, clary sage, or cinnamon, and some are in the mids. Actually, it's got some, I can't even pronounce the word. It's cyclamen, and I had to look that up because it's a floral, and it does have some florals in it, obviously with the cyclamen. But then the base is cedar and musk and ambergris. So it really, really is pleasant. A very woodsy type of base. I think it's just a gem of a fragrance. It has a 5 to 6 hour staying power. Really, I like I said, I reached out to Ross, said, hey, I heard him review it. I messaged him, said, really, it's something I got to get. I did get it, and I do have to agree with him. Obviously, it made the top 10 list. So this is definitely a gem of a scent, a fragrance, something to add to any collection. Again, for summertime, cheapies, that is number 6. I'm going to be bringing the next one up to you real quick too, and round out the top 5, and those are definitely going to be some great bangers. But y'all keep smelling great. I'll talk to you here soon.